Welcome to the podcast for the sisters and bros. It will make you laugh from your head to your toes. Talking about their lives, from the highs to the lows. And the name of the title goes, The Sloppy Joes.
Welcome everyone to the Sloppy Joes podcast. It is a fabulous day.
Oh, what a day. Friday. Can I point out straight away, you've got a little spoon with you like Alan Partridge going to a buffet with his own plate.
Did he bring a plate?
You just bring your own spoon to every bit of content you make now, don't you? BBC,
I've seen
here.
Yeah. But what else could you do with a spoon apart from eat?
You could deliver a sample on it.
Oof.
Couldn't you?
Sample of what?
Poopy.
Poopy. I got rid of a poopy spoon.
How are you?
I'm not really good. Me and Ethan.
I'm very good. I'm not really good.
Well, in myself I am, but my body is suffering from hay fever. I'm done. Ethan James, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
Ethan, are you done? I'm done.
Yes, I am also suffering from the old hay fever.
Put a spoon in me because I'm done. That's what they say, isn't it? There you go. You were born with a silver spoon in your mouth, weren't you? So this is sort of replicating that.
That wasn't a silver spoon. That was a dairy milk.
That was a chocolate
Straight
ice.
away. Where is it? I'm crying.
Yeah.
I'm tearing up. I've got the sniffles.
Becky left you?
No, City won the treble. And it's coming out of all ends. No, it's not. It's just my face. Even my ears feel like they're just getting rid of some sort of liquid.
So what's the cause?
Pollen. Pollen. Other bits of plants, maybe.
Yeah.
Grass.
Roots.
Where is all the liquid coming from, Joe? That's
I don't
the
know,
question.
because where it really does. So obviously I can see you now. You're sweating, but that's just a temperature thing. Your eyes look glossy to the point of sort of projectile tears.
Someone came up to me whilst I was doing some last minute shopping yesterday.
What do you mean last minute shopping?
I'm going away.
Oh, I thought you were going to die.
No, why would I do some shopping? What would you buy? What would you buy if you were going to die the next day?
Coffin?
Comfy pillow.
A comfy pillow. You won't buy your own coffin. That's bleak.
You should do. What are you going to do? Let Becky buy it?
Yeah.
No.
Or probably just like pick one at random. Go on Amazon for this best suited to you.
Get one of those ones that like a Greg's.
Do you think Amazon do coffins?
Yeah, I think they probably do. Yeah.
That's a big cardboard
You could
box.
probably Here's what you should do. I think as a
here we
gift to
go.
Becky.
Yeah.
And
A
also,
JCB.
No.
Something
No.
like that.
Buy like a 90-inch telly, and we'll just put you in the box.
Oh, that's nice.
Do you know what I mean? So Becky's got a lovely telly on the wall
Yeah.
that she can hook her phone up to for like Tinder or whatever, and you've got yourself a coffin.
Imagine
Might be a bit
Tinder.
flat though.
Imagine Tinder on the TV. That's depression, isn't it?
Isn't it? With a VR headset on, you go like that.
Do you know what I thought was mad? Isn't it
Yeah.
mad that
Super like.
our sort of age are going to grow up really good at social media. And I know like the other generations have got social media now, but they still don't really understand it. Like my Uncle Patrick thought, do you know there's an Instagram dump?
Is there?
You know where you dump photos? It's called hashtag
yeah.
dump. You've not posted for 2 years, so I don't know. My Uncle Patrick generally thought it was something to do with having a dump.
He posted a picture of his own shit online, didn't he?
It was so close. It was so close.
Instagram dump.
But it's like, we're just going to be like old, like still doing TikToks.
Yeah, but by then we'll be doing TikToks, and the kids will be looking at us going, "How old-fashioned is that?"
Yeah,
They'll
true.
just be playing with a sort of a gas that smells like their friends.
Oof.
Do you know what I mean? That's what it'll be by that point. You won't even need to go out with your mates. You'll be in your sort of lead-lined coffin after the great explosion.
Yeah.
You'll be in your lead-lined coffin, buried hundreds of feet underground, with not even a VR headset, like a sort of VR pill that you eat, that then just puts you in the gas realm. And then all your friends are just sort of this kind of loose, kind of oxygen-based friendships that kind of just blink into existence and then out again. And you'll be there going, "Isn't Snapchat new? You fucking loser. Grow up. Get in the gas realm, man."
I will. If anyone's got any advice for hay fever, by the way, please get in touch.
That's what it was.
Do you know what I realised?
Antihistamines.
I took 2 this morning, did fuck all.
What is an
I think I'm
antihistamine?
allergic to antihistamines.
What about some histamines in our lives?
What is an antihistamine?
I don't know.
It's good though, isn't it?
Oh.
Do you know? Oh, I shouldn't really say this, but if there's anyone floating about legal,
What,
sort
in the
of
gas
drugs,
realm?
No.
Oh, sorry.
If anyone floats about like a legal drug, like paracetamol or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
And then anyone says, "Do you want one?" I always say yeah.
Right.
Can't say no.
Would that extend to illegal drugs as well?
No.
No, of course.
But normal ones,
Right.
I'm all in.
So if someone's like, "Oh, I'm getting some paracetamol," does anyone want any?
I
You're
have
like,
2. I don't even need them.
Really?
It's good fun though, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah, it must be all right for you. That. Maybe it's working in the future, blocking the headache that could come.
Sort of a preemptive strike.
I'd have a Strepsil off you any day of the week.
I'd have a Strepsil. I found some Strepsils. Do you know when you find a Strepsil in the back of the cupboard? And
Please tell me it was coated.
No.
No, as in like it had.
No, yeah,
around.
it still was in the silver foil. But do you know when like a hard sweet is so old that it's just like soft, like
yeah,
gum?
it's nice, that, isn't it? Yeah,
I
yeah,
had it,
yeah.
and it was just gum all the way through, and my throat got so numb. It was so nice. But yeah, I'll eat pretty much anything that's offered out to me.
Yeah.
You've got to try it, haven't you?
Ethan, what's the maddest thing you'd eat if someone offered it to you?
What's the maddest thing I'd eat if somebody offered it to me? What a fucking question. I don't know. Quite like. I was just thinking about like car sweets then, and I really like those rhubarb and custard ones. You know, the hard-boiled ones.
Wild of you to accept a rhubarb and custard sweet. We wanted something like, I don't know, pigeon meat.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I'd try a bit of pigeon.
Yeah, that's called
try.
squab, isn't it? A baby pigeon that you would eat at like a posh restaurant is called squab.
Sorry, this is mad that we just
mate.
had the topic of
Squab
pigeons.
goals.
That's wob.
Sorry, just on the topic of pigeons, I was just thinking, as I sat outside about 15 minutes ago eating my lunch while staring at the pigeons, I was thinking,
What did you have?
How fucking bleak is that?
I was sorry, I had like some nice Caribbean food, and
I've eaten my finger again. Why are you staring at a pigeon while you're eating your lunch? Do something better than that.
I was in the sun.
You were reading The Sun.
There was joy, there was fun, there was pigeons in the sun. I was eating a Ginster's pie.
Hey,
Go on.
pies.
Is it that, no matter what the song is, all Joe ever adds is hey, 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 pies, isn't it? You can be singing Unchained Melody and you go, hey, 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 pies. We got so lucky that happened to fit with what I was
Hit
saying.
it straight. How's that everything? I'm hearing differently.
I can't hear it straight.
So
Go on,
you
Ethan.
had a lovely Caribbean and then there was a pigeon there.
So I was having some Caribbean food, and there's some pigeons just not rolling around, walking around me.
Oh, yeah.
And I was thinking, was there ever a period when, like, they were scared of people? Because they're just so fine, aren't they? They're just so happy to walk amongst us. Was there a period when pigeon and man weren't so friendly?
I think if you go into the countryside, you know when you get this sort of the bigger pigeon, you know the one with like the white on it.
Oh, yeah,
it's like
yeah,
a bit
yeah.
classier. Not one of these sort of like stubby
I know what
toed
you mean.
wobbly pigeons. They're much more afraid of the human touch, and I think that's because you've got sort of your upper classes shooting the bloody daylights out of them, haven't you?
Do you know what?
Whereas in Piccadilly Gardens, the worst case scenario for a pigeon, is going to get a toke on a joint. Do you know what I mean? That's worst case
Great case
interaction.
scenario.
That's what I'm saying. Whereas in the countryside, if you're a pigeon, you might get blown to smithereens at any moment. So they're a bit more on edge.
I tell you what worked really well for the pigeon world and gave them the confidence I think they needed. COVID, lockdowns.
Oh, yeah.
They were the streets at that point, you know, where they were empty.
Yeah.
That was their territory then. Then we came back into theirs, and that's what really amped up a bit of the tension between pigeon and man.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I don't think we've ever resolved it.
Would you say you're still living your life as though the streets belong to the pigeons?
Oh,
You've never really took control again,
no,
have
I
you?
had to give them the respect they deserved. They had Piccadilly Gardens for so long, and
Yeah.
then we just came back into their
I
territory.
saw you queuing behind a pigeon at a bus stop the other day.
Yeah, yeah.
And you
yeah.
went, no.
No.
I am not. No, I'm not starting any shit, mate.
I had to pay for him, the fucker.
I know, they do
Got
that,
his
don't
card.
they? I've got a little tip for you here.
we
This
go.
little pill here, called Olivia,
Oh, we'll have one of them.
up until like 18 months ago or so, was apparently prescription only.
Like
whereas-
Viagra.
Yes, I suppose. Whereas now you can just get it over the counter. So it's a stronger dose than maybe what you've been getting from your sort of...
Nice. What was it going to do to you?
Well, it's going to stop you having hay fever, isn't it?
I used to have antihistamines every day for around 8 years. And the reason why was...
Persistent thrush?
No. Because I
Every
lived
day for 8 years.
every day for 8 years. Because I lived with the cat and I was allergic to the cat.
Oh my God, imagine that. Imagine your family directly or indirectly saying to you, we would rather you be medicated for what has clearly been a growth stunting period of his life, rather than get rid of this cat that's causing you an ailment. We want you to be on meds for almost a decade while you're growing up. Do you think if you weren't on those antihistamines, you might be 5'10"?
I do question, like, because we had the conversation the other day, Drew, where you told me that medication is just really speeding up the death process, but
Who said that?
preventing...
Sorry, who
said that?
Who had that conversation?
Hold on. This is one of the things that you would probably have said and then just forget about it. And then someone brings it up to you.
Wait.
And here's the reaction. I 100% believe whatever Ethan's going to say now.
Oh, do you?
What did he say?
could say anything.
So Joe said that by taking tablets and medication, it is essentially putting you towards an earlier grave, but it relieves the symptoms in the moment.
And do you stand by that
Sorry,
comment?
do I stand by it? I never said
He
it.
did.
Go on, right,
I didn't.
Okay.
Okay.
One, Ethan, when did he say it?
When was this?
So-
and how did... Maybe... Okay, go on.
I think the topic was when I was giving you my inhaler to borrow it, and you were like going, "Oh, did you know by taking inhalers, like the consequences of it will actually put you to an earlier grave, but it'll help you breathe in the meantime."
Oh, okay. So what I said is, and
it's
this
all
is
coming
true,
out. It's
there's a
all
lot of
coming out.
medication that is a risk-reward based on not having you on a medication.
Okay.
So, for instance, let's use a big example. Something like a chemotherapy is terrible for your body and can help and can lead to loads of problems further down the line, but it is obviously much better than not having it.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
It's what
and
we used to get up to
and I
when
don't
I'm
know
like
if an
that.
inhaler is the same, because I think an inhaler is just a muscle relaxant, but the steroids, for instance, can be known to be dangerous, but it is less dangerous than leaving you in a state where you can't breathe.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? A lot of medication is bad for you,
Yeah.
but not as bad as not having it.
So I take my inhalers a lot more, my antihistamines when we had the cat, and we had to have an air purifier in every room.
Was there ever a conversation about getting rid of the fucking cat?
They did. They got about rid of about 6 of them, didn't they?
Yeah, but they kept
All
buying
dead.
new ones.
Yeah, well, he was my mate, Charlie Cat.
Oh,
But
Just the full
just
name, him? Charlie Cat.
yeah, that was his full name. But like, it's quite. I'd done anything that a good mate would do for another good mate. I took a lot of sacrifices for him to live with us.
How did it end for Charlie? Don't want me asking.
His heart stopped working.
Is it because it was weird because they did the autopsy on him, obviously, because he was only quite young, and they found 250 antihistamines in his stomach.
It's what I'd call revenge.
How do you fucking like it, you little shit? Every day for 8 years, you bastard.
To be fair, I had to clean him every day with wipes to coat him with like stuff that would stop me sneezing.
Oh my
Hold on.
Christ.
You had to do that.
So
The person who's allergic to the cat
Yeah.
is forced
In
No,
some
no, no.
go
sort
as
of
close as possible to
dystopian
it
punishment.
to
Where,
clean the stuff off that you're allergic to.
well, my parents would usually do it, but like when there was an opportunity when I was just by myself and I was sneezing, and I'd have to go wash the cat and then wash my face.
this is
and my
some
hands and-
really weird, like, this sounds like one of the books that you have to read in secondary school. Do you know, like a sort of Lord of the Flies or like a 1984? This feels like it's got a really
From
profound
Charlie.
message. You had to clean the cat
Yeah.
that was making you ill so it would make you less ill. But
That's
by being
spot
near
on.
it, you were exposing yourself presumably to the hair and the mites or whatever it is
It
on
was
a cat
like-
that made you ill in the first place.
Well, exactly. The best example
It's
I
like
could
sending-
probably compare it to, Joe, would
Yeah.
be, do you know in Chernobyl
I was
when all
just
the
going to say
people
this.
that are going in the water underneath? So,
You got
yeah.
sent in the water underneath Chernobyl to stop other people dying,
Yeah,
but basically we're dying in the meantime even quicker.
but it was just in this occasion it was just saving myself.
What a show, by the way. Don't know how they came up with that.
Chernobyl. I think it's based on, do you know the earthquake in Fukushima?
Yeah.
It's based on that, but they said a sort of European audience aren't going to accept this, so we have to set it in Europe. Where should we pick? Finger on a map, Ukraine. What?
I've got a couple of stories to go through, but I think I've got a very time-sensitive 1 out of 10 club.
Yeah, it's a New Year's Eve cookie.
Ah!
What are we going to do? No, I've got the 1 out of 10 club. And what the 1 out of 10 club is, for those asking, we've seen the 9 out of 10 club. We love the 9 out of 10 club. But there was a lot of times when foods were being brought up that, nah, they're overrated. This isn't for the foods that are genuinely 1 out of 10 in quality, because that would be like,
Moldy
you know,
bread.
stuff that's out of date or whatever.
Raw
This
chicken.
is food that we think is shit or drastically overrated or a waste, right? Disappointing foods.
Yeah.
And I've brought with me what I think is the single most disappointing takeaway food. Because to get this food, you have to be in the best place for food. And to get this, is a slap in the face to everyone working there, to your own taste buds, to the history of the dish itself. Ladies and gentlemen,
Wait. What
the
do you think
worst
this is?
meal.
What do you think this is, Ethan?
Buy.
Noodles.
It's an Indian restaurant, the chicken korma. An absolute disgrace of a meal. Look at it. Look at the colour of it. I want to. So if you haven't had a chicken korma, it's like all the good things about a curry, like the spices, the tomato, the onion, all that's gone, and instead it's replaced by yogurt and coconut.
I thought we were going to have some sort of
It's essentially a pina colada with some chicken in it.
Why did I thought it was ice cream, Ethan? That's why I said it was time sensitive. But it's nice to dip your naan bread in. Here's Joe saying he doesn't like it, and then he'll eat more of it than me and Ethan. There we go. This will be a good korma, I bet.
If you go to an Indian and order that, you are sick. It's so sweet. They're so sweet. And the thing is, and this isn't even a diss on the people who don't like spicy food, because it's obviously a mild dish, but there's loads of mild dishes that are so much better than a korma. Like, get a butter chicken, get a tikka masala. Even a lot of boonas and baltis are very mild in the grand scheme of things. Like, that is fucking rank in it. In it, just like a little bag of sweets with some chicken in it. It's bizarre. What do you reckon, Joe? Do you think am I way off with this? Do you know what I mean, though?
I know what you mean. Here's something I'm going to say now. There is, like, family memories of us all ordering our own little curries here, there, and everywhere. And my sister would order the korma.
Yeah.
So when I was finishing up, my 3 or 4 curries I would have, there'd be a bit of korma sauce left.
Yeah.
And when you've got a garlic naan,
Yeah.
and when you've had quite intense flavours,
Yeah.
quite potent, quite in your face, lots going on, there was quite a nice end to the meal. Just having a little dunk
Almost
in
like
there.
a sweet dessert.
It's
like a dessert curry.
It was a dessert curry.
Do you know what,
You're
actually?
right, you're
if
right.
you were to reframe it as a dessert curry, so you start off with like a mixed grill platter as like a starter.
Oh, fuck me, I don't
Maybe an
like
onion
that.
bhaji on the side, 8 poppadoms, whatever. Then for your main, you've got, maybe you're sharing with a friend.
Yeah.
So you might have let's try and sort of change that. We've got a pasanda and you've got a madras. And
You're just hungry. I can tell when you're hungry.
You've got a pasanda and a madras, you're going half and half with your mate.
Yeah.
And then you go, it's a lot of heavy tomatoey, tangy, oniony spices.
Mm-hmm.
Should we have a little dessert korma?
The dessert korma?
With a Peshwari naan. Huh? We go with the garlic naan for the main. Let's hit the Peshwari naan. And let's go with a dessert korma. For that, I can see an argument. Because to me, that's better than getting a normal dessert.
Yeah.
But if you're going
Is
into
it?
an Indian restaurant and you're getting a korma, just ask yourself why. Ethan?
I couldn't agree more.
Yes!
I think. Come on! I remember one occasion when I was younger, and we'd done like a big family Indian thing, and I wasn't asked what I
What was
wanted.
the big family Indian thing?
Oh, just like everyone came round for an Indian,
Oh, right.
and I got ordered a korma for us because I wasn't asked what I wanted, and I've got PTSD still from that day, trying to eat that.
Yeah.
And being really hungry afterwards because I couldn't quite finish it. I think, like you said, it's just all the good stuff's been taken out and you've been given a bowl of shit. It reminds me of like the Heinz chicken soup. That's what it
that is
reminds
rough.
me
That
of.
can be a rough deal. That.
I'm sure you brought that in once for the 9 out of 10 club.
Was it tomato soup?
Oh, sorry.
It was fucking. Hey, the tomato soup's well nice.
Yeah.
Come on, that was a mistake. So, Ethan, what's your vote?
For me, I think I was buzzing when I saw it come out as a 1 out of 10 club because I thought that's perfect for it. So I'm going to say it's in for me.
And that means it's in.
It's in.
You can tell us what you think.
I'd say because of the dessert curry, which is what
What a concept.
what a concept we've created there.
I love that. You go to the right, I'm just going to order my starters and mains all at once. So you get them out and then you go. And also, after we've finished, can you bring out a round of kormas, please? Actually, just a sort of korma for the table at the end.
Like a fondue.
Yeah, like a fondue. So
A korma fountain.
one big flowing korma fountain in the
Got
centre of the
naan
thing.
breads on a stick.
And you go and a naan for everyone on the table. And you just dip in the peshwari in the korma fountain. That is a
brilliant.
great idea. But it's in terms of a main course, which is what it's advertised and billed as.
Yeah, I'd say it is. Yeah, it's not.
Yes, look at that, full house.
Well done, everyone. Apart from the korma guys. All right, we'll have another spoon of it later on. 'Cause it's all right.
Yeah, well, let's have another curry first, and then we'll come back to it.
You brought another curry?
Yeah, it came free.
No, it didn't. Are you spending our cash on too many curries?
Came free.
You are, right, yeah.
It came free.
You splashing so much on Deliveroo.
Oh shit! The other Deliveroo's here.
No!
Go, Ethan, go.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Right, stories of the week. We've got this big one here.
Big boy.
Did you see the guy that got eaten by a shark in Egypt? Did you see the video of it? Mental.
Yeah, but of course it was a man being killed. Of course it was mental.
Yeah, but he was a bit far out, wasn't he?
What do you mean?
Like, don't go that far in the sea. Just do lengths in the pool. Come on, do you know what I mean by that? Like, I bet it was warning saying sharks are kicking them out that way.
See, well, yeah, they very rarely point in toward the town, do they? Sharks kicking about that way, and actually, you know what? That way as well.
Come on, you know what
There's
I mean.
a shark
you know
who works in the spa that if you put your change in that little thing, he'll nab your fingers off.
No, you know what I mean. He's gone too far
Sharks
that way.
do tend to lurk in water. And I wouldn't say I've learned that from you, but you've certainly reinforced something I'd forgotten. The video is, we're not putting it in.
No, we're
because
not
it's
putting it
fucking
in.
traumatic. It looks like, have you ever seen Ace Ventura?
No.
If anyone at home has seen Ace Ventura, there's a bit where he's looking for the dolphin.
Is it as funny as this one?
It's so much less funny than Ace Ventura. There's a bit where he's looking for Snowflake, which is the name of a dolphin. He gets in this fish tank and he gets in and he thinks it's Snowflake, and it turns out to be a great white shark.
Oh my God.
And he's like flailing around, shouting, "It's not Snowflake." This is very much the "it's not Snowflake" of the real world. It's genuinely like it's like something from Tasmanian Devil. Like arms go flying in the air, then it goes under, then legs come up, and it's fucking horrible.
The news story I wanted to bring to you is that they found the shark, didn't they? Did you see this?
What?
Shark that ate man at Egyptian tourist resort is to be mummified for a museum. The shark that ate a man has been captured and will now be stuffed and mummified in a museum in Egypt. The marine look, there's a picture of the. They captured it.
How did they get it?
Well, I saw the videos how they got it.
Yeah, the videos aren't nice.
How
I
they
feel
got it?
sorry for the shark.
I feel really sorry for the shark.
Just doing shark things, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's like going, oh, this lion's just killed an antelope. Kill it. Kill it,
my
stuff
question
it,
is,
put it up.
Do you think that it was the actual shark?
No.
I think they've just got a shark, haven't they?
Yeah. They've just got a sacrificial shark, haven't they?
Yeah.
They've gone any shark, and they went, which way are we going? And he went, into the water, and he went, classic. Like, first of all, where are the sharks? In the water. Yeah, no, of course, I don't know why. Joe McGrath told me that, I know that. So they went into the water, and they just went, give me any shark. Unless, here's the only way they might have found him. Apple AirTag in his belly off the bloke.
Oh my God, that's yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Or
Find my iPhone.
he ate their earpods and they just played like a song off them, like you know.
Out under the water. It's that way.
Yeah,
and then they found it.
What song would you play? You trying to find him in the shark's belly?
You'd have to do Joel's theme tune, wouldn't you? For a laugh.
No, because that's like the. Because if you
yeah.
miss the first dun, then you have to wait for a bit longer,
Oh, yeah.
and then he could be getting away. Dun.
Oh, fuck, it's gone
He's
the other way.
moved.
Yeah, you need something constant. Baby shark.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Baby
Horrendous, though. Genuinely horrendous. And the thing is, it's so unfair to kill the shark afterwards.
I disagree.
Oh, here we go. Go on. Eye for an eye.
No, I think because that killed the shark because it would be lurking in those waters from then on, which would pose a risk to other people who go in the water.
Yeah, but would
'Cause
you?
it
Would
shouldn't
you?
be that close to the shore.
Could you not argue that the it's sort of I'm only really repeating what Joe's kind of laid out for us already, but could you not argue that the water is the fucking domain of the shark and not of the human?
No,
Are you gonna kill all sharks?
Yeah,
No,
why don't we just kill?
Are you gonna kill them all?
Why don't we, in a sort of Trump-esque move of strength, why don't we build a wall sort of 100 metres into the sea so that no marine life whatsoever can get near the shore?
No.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, I think that shark would like start hanging around that tourist hotspot.
Get a taste for it. Like, not every
And
shark is like you, how you have the same meal every night.
Yeah.
So he thinks that shark, like him when he has a fish cake, goes, I've had a human. Do you know what I fancy another human tonight.
Another human.
And then the Wednesday night, hate to say it's human again tonight. I've just got to think. But the thing is, if you leave it, it'll have, like Ethan does, it'll have human every night for 2 weeks and then not touch it again for 2 years.
Or like us, do you think he treats himself to like a Chinese on Friday?
See, now we've gone back to the whole... Right. That's on the cusp of being cut out, isn't it? I don't know if it will.
Is it Ethan? Ethan's the referee on that one. He's writing it down, which is unfortunate.
It's not a good sign, is it? That means he's going to the screen.
Ethan, VAR
He's going to the screen.
VAR
We'll only find out in post.
I mean, he's having Russian. He had a Russian on Monday.
I think you're fine. I think you're okay.
Any more for any more before we wrap up?
Or like any more like nationalities I can
Any
list?
more people being murdered?
No, it was a great story, wasn't it?
It was a great story, and genuinely, let us know in the comments if anyone thinks that shark deserved to die afterwards. This reminds me of a story. Actually, I've got a little reminder. There was once a story of an aeroplane that was flying. Classic. Do you know when you're looking for an aeroplane? Sorry, where do you normally look? It's that way, isn't it? It's up that way. And there was an aeroplane, and for some fucking reason, someone was transporting an alligator on this aeroplane, right? And I guess they had it like taped around its nose up in the overhead bin. I don't know how they did it.
There's no way it's getting the overhead
You know
lockers.
when you see like a hockey player, the skis?
Yeah.
You get a ski bag. Zzz, oh fuck, that's an alligator. Zzz, put it back up, right? Somehow, anyway, this alligator got free, and was in just now.
This isn't real life.
Now we've just chopped like in the fucking aisle, right? So of course, what would you do if you're on an aeroplane and there's an alligator at the back? What do you do?
The front.
You run to the fucking front. So everyone ran to the front, and the plane went, see ya, straight down.
Died.
Crashed.
Hold on. How is my horrific story being
Yes.
topped by you?
Because it reminded
Everyone
me.
died.
Everyone died, except Joe, for the alligator, whom was then shot and killed by the help team crew, whatever, the emergency services. They found the alligator, the only survivor of the crash, and shot it to death as a sort of punishment for what it had done. You think all the alligator has done is tried to go on holiday.
Deserved to live, didn't it?
Yeah, it's like the ugly duckling. Everyone ran away from it. It may be a nice alligator, maybe it's a ventriloquist.
Yeah.
Like you see them sometimes, don't you? See a little alligator ventriloquist, that seems to be a theme. Huh? Anyway, so I just think it's really unfair that they shot that alligator and really unfair that they
What's
shot
your
that
tactic
shark.
then if you do see an alligator on a plane? Try and make friends?
No, you have to sort of go, right, evenly split, 50-50. Or what you try and do is, let's try and coax the alligator into the middle and then we'll go front and back.
Yeah. Could sacrifice an old guy, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Maybe do straws, like where you pull out.
Yeah, and in the meantime, it's fucking taken 3 legs off. No. I know that we're being mauled to death, but if we run to the front, that we're all dead. Pick a straw. It's actually a pretzel piece from the onboard
pilots
snack.
were spooked, weren't they?
Yeah, imagine that. All of a sudden, why is the plane just fucking nosediving? Horrendous. But yeah, and it made me realise that the weight of people on a plane actually can crash a plane, which I didn't even know until that story.
Yeah.
So yeah,
true.
We have a history of it.
Anyway,
And that's going to be all from us.
that is all from us, the Friday topic. Listen, if you fancy seeing the live show, an hour and a half of absolute gold, me, Ethan and Joe take it to the stage in Manchester. It is on our Patreon now, patreon.com/SloppyJoesPodcast.
Yes.
It's getting rave reviews.
Oh.
Rave reviews. Right, see you later, everyone. Bye.
Bye. Wave, Ethan.
So, see you later.